You're scrolling through endless mattress ads, wondering if any of them will actually let you sleep without tossing, keep the temperature right, and still feel like a smart use of your budget. The fear of spending a night-to-night essential on something that looks great on paper but turns out to be a noisy, saggy, or too hot slab is real. If you're the type who wants a bed that just works stable, cool enough, and built to last, this is the kind of decision that feels bigger than just a piece of furniture. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Beautyrest Black Series 2 15.5-inch medium king tries to hit those exact pain points. It's not sold on a laundry list of specs, it's positioned as a mattress that should feel consistent night after night, whether you're a side sleeper, a back sleeper, or you share the bed with a partner who moves around. The real question is whether the technology behind it actually translates into a night where you wake up feeling rested instead of irritated. First, let's talk about motion. The triple-stranded pocketed coil system is the core of the support. In plain terms, each coil is wrapped individually, which limits the ripple effect when one side of the bed shifts. For a couple, that means if your partner rolls over or gets out of bed at 2 a.m., you're far less likely to feel the disturbance. Real-world reviewers of similar pocketed coil setups consistently note that the feeling is almost like having two separate sleeping surfaces that still share the same frame. If you've ever been jolted awake because of a restless spouse, this isolation can be a game changer. Heat is another frequent complaint with memory foam mattresses. The Black Series 2 tackles that with a premium foam infused with diamond particles and a surface cooling layer that uses vertical fibers. The idea is that the diamond particles help disperse heat faster, while the fibers pull warmth away from the body. In practice, you'll notice the mattress doesn't cling like a traditional all-foam bed on a hot summer night. I've heard people describe it as cooler after a while rather than ice-cold, which is a sweet spot for most sleepers who don't want to feel sweaty but also don't want to be chilled. Support-wise, the 15.5-inch thickness gives the mattress enough depth to layer the coils, the cooling foam, and a quilted comfort layer that adds a plush feel without sacrificing firmness. If you're on the heavier side or tend to sink too deep into a softer mattress, you'll appreciate that the coils stay engaged longer, keeping spinal alignment more consistent. On the flip side, someone who prefers an ultra-soft, sink-in feel might find the mattress a bit too firm, especially on the edges where the coil count tapers. Durability is a point that often gets glossed over in marketing, but the 10-year warranty here tells us that Beautyrest is confident the construction will hold up. Triple-stranded coils tend to maintain their shape better than traditional single-strand coils, reducing the chance of bottoming out after a few years. However, because the mattress is shipped compressed and then expands, you'll need a few days for it to fully regain its shape. That's normal, but it means you shouldn't plan a weekend of sleep on a brand new mattress if you need it to be perfect right out of the box. Now, who should actually consider this mattress? If you share a bed with a partner who moves, if you've struggled with heat buildup on memory foam, and if you want a mattress that feels firm enough to support you but still has a cushioned top layer, the Black Series 2 lines up well. It's also a decent pick for families that need a medium king size big enough for occasional guests but not as massive as a king, which can be a better fit for average-sized bedrooms. Who might skip it? If you're a light sleeper who can't tolerate any motion at all, even the minimal transfer that pocketed coils still allow, you might look at a fully independent coil system or a mattress with a dedicated motion-isolating topper. If you're on a tight budget, the Black Series 2 sits in the premium price bracket, and there are lower-cost options that still use pocketed coils, though they may lack the cooling technology. Finally, if you love the hug-like sink of a soft foam mattress, the firmaish feel of this model could feel restrictive. Practical strengths become clear once you picture a typical night. Imagine you've had a long day, you roll onto the bed, and the surface immediately feels supportive yet plush because the foam layer cushions pressure points on hips and shoulders. You're not immediately sinking all the way down, the coils give a gentle bounce that keeps your spine aligned. Your partner flips over, the coils absorb the motion, and you stay in your deep sleep phase without being nudged awake. It's summer, the room is warm, yet the cooling layer prevents you from waking up drenched in sweat. In the morning, you stand up, and the mattress feels firm under.